Have you backed up your pictures lately? I know I am one of those people that gets really behind about digital. I'm Beth Saunders, and if you have been watching my show here, then you know that I love putting original photos and documents in Creative Memories albums because they're archival. It's a great place to keep them and share them. But honestly, we had some severe weather alerts and warnings here in North Carolina this week. And I thought about this wall of archives. When you're the family genealogist and you have collected things for years, when you've inherited all kinds of wonderful antique and vintage photographs and documents, and you think about what if the worst would happen? Well, you need to back some things up, and so do I. And also, I'm not one of those genealogists that preaches scan, 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 and digitize everything. Um, for one thing, I know if you're like me, a lot of us are not retired. We don't have unlimited time, and scanning at home can be pretty labor intensive. If you're sending it out, it can get pretty expensive if you have a lot. Now, if you have more money than time and you don't have a ton of stuff, then sending it out to some place like Forever, or they have the new Ancestry Preserve, or there are lots of companies that would be happy to digitize your pictures and documents. But I'm sort of a DIYer and still don't have a lot of time. So you might want to look at one of my previous videos where I talked about prioritizing what to scan next. And a big part of that is not just backing up for if the worst should happen, but also it's a great way to share it with my family, and something that you have to do when you have borrowed pictures and documents. For my own scanned photos and for a backup of my modern photos, the many, many digital born pictures that I've taken, I use an external hard drive. Now, some of the scanned photos, if you're doing high quality, and you want to do that if you're scanning antique kind of family treasure sort of photos, you want to do them at a higher resolution, they're going to be pretty large files. So I put them all on my external hard drive. Now, ideally, I should have another external hard drive to back that up. I just don't have room for that kind of high resolution storage on my laptop. But I thought about, what if something should happen to my house, like a natural disaster? Really, it's a good idea to back up to the cloud, but not put your primary pictures there. Your primary pictures, your primary files, you need to have in your home where you have total control over them. But the cloud is a good place to back up. I know if you have an Apple computer, then there is iCloud, unless you have an old Apple computer like I do. There are lots and lots of paid services that want to back up your photos. For example, if you're a member of Amazon Prime, they offer to back up your pictures. The problem with that is you are paying a monthly fee, and you're going to have to stay a member of Amazon Prime to use that. There are some other companies. I think Forever charges a one-time fee. I'm not sure. And but I tried free places are good. It's a good place to start. So I use Google Drive. And that's what I'm going to teach you today, is how to share your pictures in Google Drive. Now, I have upgraded my storage. So it starts for free, and then I've upgraded to pretty good amount of storage for, it's $5 a month and one payment of $60 a year. So that's not bad. You're in Google or your Gmail account. That's what you have to have, is a basic Google account, and a lot of us use that for Gmail and other things. So if you're in your Gmail or Google search or anything like that, you go up here to these 9 dots, and you select Drive. That is where you have storage in your Google account. So here's a suggested folder, or I could have done a search. And I've already created a folder called the Saunders family. But if you need to create one, then you would go up here to New, and you would make a new folder, and you would name it perhaps for the family line that you're going to be uploading pictures. But I've already created this, so I'm going to open it up. And I have created more folders. My father was one of 8 children, and so I made a folder. That's my dad right there. I don't have any pictures in here yet because there are so few of him, but I need to work on that. I have one for ancestors, so that would be my grandparents or any other pictures, and I don't have a lot of those, so I lumped them all together. And then here's one that says all of us. So there are going to be some group photos that I'm going to want to share with my cousins, and I'm going to put those here. So I have been working on my aunt's pictures. You may have seen those in previous videos, and I already put those in this folder. And I put Diane and June together because they're twins, and a lot of their childhood photos are together. So this is where I can share these with my cousins. Let's go back. I'm hitting the back arrow, and I want to put some pictures here in all of us. So I'm going to go to my external hard drive, and I have a folder called Saunders Scanned Pics. And I have scanned some pictures of all of us in Christmas about 1970. Now I have 2 folders here. Let me show you the file names. Here are the scans I did, archival quality. They are TIFF files, and you see that each little picture is about 50 megs. That's a pretty big file. And my cousins aren't going to want that, if they just want to see it, if they want to put it on social media, if they want to print it out for their albums. They're not going to need these big, high-resolution files. And also, those are scans as they are. Some of them are very faint. So here's a preview. And you see that it's pretty faded. Well, I edited these in whatever app you have. I have Photos because this is on a Mac. I edited these and brought the color out a little bit. And I already exported all these to another folder in JPEG format. So going back to this folder, here are my edited Christmas circa 1970 pictures. These are the ones I exported from Photos. So you'll see I brought out the color just a little bit. And I also, this is my short video that I scanned them with frames because I wanted to print them as 4x6s but have them come out the original size. So these are the pictures. Look, they're less than 3 megs each, and they're JPEG files. So these are the ones that I'm going to want to share with my cousins. So I hit Shift Select to select, or Command A to select all of them. And I'm going to drag them into the folder All of Us. And you'll see over here, Google gives me feedback on what is uploaded successfully. So I just wait for that. So then it says 17 uploads complete. I go over here to the folder and open it. And there are my pictures. Let's make this little menu go away. and they're all in there. Now then, I want to share this. So I go up, let's go back. So the All of Us folder, if I just wanted to share that, I would click these three dots and I would hit share. But I don't want to do it that way. I want them to have access to all of my aunts and uncles. So let me go back one more and hit Saunders family. More actions, share. So I can just copy a link and send it to them. I can go up here to share, and I can give them different kinds of access. I can let them edit, which I would love to do because they're my cousins and I trust them not to just go delete things. And it would be really, really nice if they uploaded pictures that they had. But if it's not somebody like that, you could let them just view it only. You can edit here how many privileges they have when they're looking at the file. So I can just copy the link and I can message them, email them, whatever, and they can get to this file and access all the pictures. I hope that was helpful. And if your pictures are ready to put into an album, I still have room in my Heritage Album class that starts later this month. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. Let me know if you are working on backing up your pictures or where you are at in this journey. I would love to hear about it. I'll see you next time.